Hey, how you doing? Just Average Schmo back to dive into some cards, as opposed to the last video where I was just kind of ranting and raving about Sonic Temple and just music festivals in general. My thoughts on that. Nice little break, I think. But now we're going to dive into the cards I was talking about, starting with this blaster box of 2023 Select Baseball. They had it on sale for $16. So I thought, what the hell? Why not? I had a little extra money because I didn't spend a fortune going to Sonic Temple the other 2 days. And I didn't say in the last video, but really the only band, I mean, I'm the type, I love music enough that if I would have went, I would have watched, I would have sat there and watched a lot of, as many bands as I could, and I would have enjoyed it. I would have had a good time overall. But when looking at the bands that were playing, like as far as today, the only band I was really wanting to see was the headliner, which was Linkin Park. I know a lot of people have a lot to say about Linkin Park. They want, a lot of people want to say, well, it's not Linkin Park because they don't have the original members. Really? How many bands out there right now have the original members? How many bands can you find, or can you think of off the top of your head, that have been around for, say, even just 20 years, that have all their original members? Sure, you can probably think of a few. But there are probably a lot of bands that you think of and you're like, oh, wait, no, they don't have the original members. That's not the original drummer. That's not the original guitarist. That's not the original singer. And do we expect every band that gets rid of, that doesn't have original members to change the name of the band? No. Because the music is the same. That's, and granted, that's my opinion. But like when I listen to the new Linkin Park album, as soon as I hear it, I'm like, that's Linkin Park. Even though, obviously, vocally, the role that normally would have been Chester, God rest his soul, is Emily Armstrong now. So you can tell the difference. But musically, that is still Linkin Park. And here's the thing. Linkin Park was Linkin Park, even though they didn't go by the name Linkin Park. They were Linkin Park. They were the band. They were playing this music, and some of the songs that they recorded and released on their first album, the Hybrid Theory album, were songs that they were playing prior to Chester becoming part of the band. Okay, they were a band before Chester came along. They went by like one name first. I can't remember what it was. But then for a short period of time, they were going to go by Hybrid Theory. But from what I understand, there was technically already a recorded band, or like a nationally known act, by the name of Hybrid Theory. So they opted to go with Linkin Park. And it is around about that time Chester joined the band. Now, I don't think they chose the name Linkin Park just because Chester joined the band. But that's what they went through. Now, a lot of people identify Linkin Park because of Chester's vocals. There's no question. Absolutely phenomenal vocalist. Nobody even compares. Because he's a unique sound. When you hear his voice, you know it is Chester Bennington. But that's not to say there aren't other people that could sing those songs and do credit to the music with their vocals. I think Emily Armstrong is one of those people. I think she had a little rough patch when she first came into the band because she's got to kind of get in tune with those old songs, with Chester. And she had to kind of put her own thing on it. But I think she's a phenomenal vocalist. It doesn't hurt that I think she's very easy on the eyes too. And I know some people are going to say, yeah, but her, she has opinions on this and that. And I don't care. Okay? I don't care. When it comes to athletes, actors, and musicians, I really don't care about their political views, their religious views, what they think about certain aspects of society and stuff like that. I separate that completely from their career, from what they accomplish in their in whatever they do, whether it's music, sports, or acting. Okay, that's what I pay attention to. Now, it's not to say that I won't, hear something they say, and even if it's something I disagree with, I might call them out on it. I might say, I don't disagree. I mean, I don't. Well, I might not disagree with them, but I might also say, I do disagree with them saying that or thinking that way. But is that going to keep me from listening to their music, watching their movies, watching them playing a sport, whether it's basketball, football, whatever? Somebody on my favorite team, say the Raiders, came out and was very outspoken about something that I didn't agree with, I might call them out and say, I don't agree with that. I don't think it's right for them to say that. And, okay, but you can't really say it's not right for them to feel the way they feel, because everybody's entitled to their own opinions and so forth. But it's not going to keep me from watching the Raiders play football. But that's just my opinion. So when it comes to Linkin Park, the idea that they should change the name because Chester's not in the band, to me that holds no ground. I mean, the one that springs to mind personally for me is Black Sabbath. Black Sabbath had a few different vocalists through their time as a band. Most prominently, the two that most people think of is first and foremost Ozzy. And vocally, they had a unique sound with Ozzy, right? And then the other one would be Ronnie James Dio. And again, vocally, they had a very unique sound with Ronnie James Dio, because completely different voices, both legendary vocalists. And I think they both bring a lot to the band in the overall catalog of Black Sabbath. And the thing is that even with their different vocals, the music was the same. If you hear Black Sabbath songs with Dio, musically, I'm not talking about the vocals. Take out the vocals and just listen to the music itself. They're in line with each other. Black Sabbath had that continuity of their sound musically, even through different vocalists. They didn't go back and change the name of the band every time they get a different vocalist. It'd be stupid. Anyway, that's my opinion. Now, the other thing I want to touch on real quick, and then I'll start opening these up. The reason I didn't really, I said I didn't really watch Metallica at Sonic Temple, because they had some other bands playing that I really liked. Actually, overall, I love Metallica, don't get me wrong. But looking to choose between the bands, I went and watched Mastodon and Cannibal Corpse instead of Metallica. I've seen Metallica a number of times back in the day. Like, 10 or 12 times, something like that. In fact, the first 3 concerts I ever went to were Metallica on their Injustice for All tour. Twice with Queensryche and once with the Cult. And then I seen a couple of other shows, and I think I seen Metallica again with the Cult opening up. And that was just like within the first year of me actually going to concerts. But the other thing is, I don't like Metallica as much, to the same degree. I don't enjoy, or I should say it this way, I don't enjoy some of the newer Metallica stuff as much as I did old Metallica. Like their first 4 albums, Ride the Lightning, Kill 'Em All, Master of Puppets, and Justice for All. Those are legendary albums. I will forever love every lick of music on those albums, every song. That was pure thrash. The Black Album, I love the album. I love every song on it. But to me, there is a noticeable difference between that and the first albums. It's not quite as thrashy, if we can use that as a word. After that, they did like Load, Reload, Saint Anger. 72 Seasons, I think I've only heard maybe 1 or 2 songs off of it. I didn't really care for those albums. To me, it didn't have, there were parts of the songs, but overall, it didn't have that thrash sound that I love so much from the early albums. Now, Death Magnetic, on the other hand, absolutely love that album. I think it really harkens back to their early days. Absolutely love it. But all that combined with the other bands that were definitely more thrash and that harder sound, Mastodon, and of course Cannibal Corpse, that's why I chose to see them. It's not to say I would go see Metallica. You know, if they came around, and especially if they did like a stadium tour, and if I could get a ticket for, you know, a decent price, say like under $150 or something like that. I know that's probably precedent, but if I could, I would go see them. You know, I wasn't burnt out from, you know, if I wasn't burnt out, literally burnt, you know, too much sun from the last 2 days, I would probably go tomorrow and see them. It's nothing against Metallica as a whole, but that's why I decided to see the other bands. Anyway, here we go. I know, I ramble a lot. Let's see what we pull out of these baseball cards. I love these select cards. I think I've said that time and time again. I love the look of them. Even the base cards look amazing. We have got, looks like a throwback kind of card, Arky Vaughn. This is a concourse level card. Arky Vaughn. I don't think I've ever heard of him. Alright, concourse level card for Brooks Robinson. Concourse for Brennan Davis. We got our first parallel. I forget what they call these. But it's concourse level, but it is the parallel of Jack Morris. Okay. Obviously the base cards I'll just throw in a box, and the only good thing about with me rambling off at the beginning of the video is this box don't have many cards in it, so yeah, this feels thicker. We might have something in here. We have something in here. We've got. Alright, let's do the base card first. I'm gonna look and see what it is. Alright, we'll do the thick card last. Alright, first we have, it looks like, yeah, just a concourse base for Ben Joyce. Next we have a parallel numbered 48 out of 199 for Bobby Miller. This is the one that's kind of got that refractor look, and it's got like the purple and green on it. Doesn't want to show up on camera as well as it does in person. All right, next we've got one of the orange parallel. Let me get something to cover. I'm going to cover that one up so I can't see it. So I can hold this one up. Got another one of these orange, and this is for Pete Crow Armstrong. I recognize his name. All right. Here we got. This is a thick card. I don't know whether it's a mem card. Maybe an auto. I'm pretty sure you can pull autos out of this. Let's see what it says here. Right. Would help to hold it up, right side up. Might help to read it. Yeah, they've got like signature selections. Select company signatures, rookie signatures. Alright. Let's see what it is. I'm going to very slowly. Alright, I think that's the back. So, let me flip it over so you can see it in front. It's a rookie. Alright, it is just a patch card. But it is a rookie for Mick Abel. And it's just like a patch, not game used. But it's probably meant to be, I think, maybe the pants material. Huh? It's not bad. I mean, to pull a mem card out of this box. I just grabbed one of the boxes at random. I'm not gonna complain about that. I mean that with the parallels I pulled so far are probably worth what I paid for the box. Like I said, I paid what, $16? Is that what I said? Or at least a good, decent portion of what I paid. All right, we have Concourse card for kind of throwback for Dick Williams. Here's a premier level card for Junior Caminero. Premier level for Alfonso Soriano. And another orange for, this is premier level, for Tom Seaver. Alright, do they say what those are called? Look for a variety of blaster exclusive parallels. Of course, they feature Bobby Witt Jr. It'd be nice to pull a patch of his. Find 3 blaster exclusive flash prisms. Okay, so those are probably called what, orange flash. Look for autographs and memorabilia cards from baseball's top young stars, which we did pull. We pulled a rookie patch, so cannot complain. Well, I mean, you can always complain, right? We can always find something to complain about in this day and age. But what's the point? Really? What is the point? Don't just sit and complain. Get out there and make a difference. Do something nice for your neighbors. If we all just do something nice for each other once in a while, the world would be a much better place. All right, there you go. What did you think of that blaster box? What did you think? What are the odds of me pulling a... I mean, I actually don't know what. I'm sure there are odds about like how often you can pull a mem card out of these blasters, but I don't know what those odds are. Comment down below. Let me know what you thought. Do you know any of those players? Are they on? Maybe they play for your favorite team. Drop me a comment down below. I do enjoy reading the comics. I normally at least try to, whenever possible, comment back. Although I don't always get notifications when somebody comments. So occasionally I have to go in and catch up after the fact. I don't know what it is. I have that happen with a lot of things. There's times where I'll get people will comment on like my Facebook posts, but I don't get a notification about it. I mean, I'll get a notification in Facebook, but I won't get like a ping like to my phone or anything about it. So I don't see it until sometimes days, maybe even a week later. People are thinking I'm just ignoring them. No, I didn't see it. So same thing with YouTube. If you comment, I don't comment back right away. It's probably because I didn't get notification that you even commented. But don't keep that. Don't make that keep you from commenting. So like I said, I do enjoy reading comics. I enjoy the interaction. I don't have a lot of subscribers. I think I'm at like 200 or something like that. Which to me is that is kind of amazing. I can't imagine these people that have like 2 million subscribers. That is mind-boggling. Although, I mean, I can't see some of them because some of the channels I watch, I mean, I watch every video they put out. So, anyway, I'm rambling again. Comment, let me know what you thought. Or comment on my thoughts on Metallica. What do you think about their albums? What's your favorite Metallica album? Do you like Metallica at all? Do you not like Metallica? Do you not listen to metal? Whatever it is, comment down below. Let me know. I will get back to you, providing that I get the ping. But I'll try to make a habit of looking, which I do. I try to go through and look at my videos, and especially when I'm here, like putting them up. You know, when I'm in the studio, YouTube studio for my videos, I'll scroll down and see if people have commented in case I missed it. But if you do comment and I don't comment back, don't take it personally. It just means I probably just haven't seen the comment yet. As always, look out yourself and everyone around you so you have a much better chance of staying safe and healthy. Make sure to subscribe, hit that notification bell. We will be coming back next. Next video will be this jumbo. It's 30 cards, some Don Russ basketball. Still searching for that elusive downtown. Maybe we'll get lucky. We pulled a mem out of this. Maybe we'll pull a downtown out of that basketball. That'd be amazing, wouldn't it? I wouldn't care who it was. And I don't even know whether I would actually get rid of it if it was a downtown. I might just frame it and keep it because it's taking me so freaking long to hit one. We'll see. But till next time, see ya.